Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy Tactics. So, in our last episode, we went through one of the most difficult battles in the game. I let you guys watch how I struggled through it and got murdered over and over again, but we did overcome it. We did overcome that battle, and now we're on to the next session. This is the third in the sequence of these battles at Riovanes, and real quick, we're just gonna go through and see if there's abilities or anything to learn. The Lord Iron Fist performed very admirably once we knew how to use him last time. So close to Bolt 4 and Ice 4 with him, so we're just going to let that ride. Let's take a look at Stone. We can get a couple of these, a couple new swords. We shouldn't need either of these. We will get them because, you know, we'll max out the class and things, but yeah, we're closest to the Kiku Ichimoji, so we'll get that. And then, Beatrix. Beatrix ended up being used in an interesting way last time. She had to kind of pull a full support role, but it ended up really working. I mean, without her, certain things wouldn't have happened. I think in the last battle, her re-raise saved Lord Iron Fist, got him back up. He went in, delivered a final blow of Fire 2, of all spells, to finish off Belius. After the other characters, after Stone and Rekko and Raja, for what he could do, got their hits in. So, pretty good. I mean, you know, that's why she's the way she is. She can serve a couple roles. We ended up having the damage, and so she served a support role, a critical support role. So now we need to choose her next ninja ability. Sunken State is a lot of fun. It's not the best, but it's not bad. But we're not going to try to save for that at the moment. We're going to get some more throw stuff out here just because. Honestly, she actually doesn't need most of these things, but we're going to learn them. And, you know, use them if we can find opportunity. Rekko has most of what I need for him to have as well. He's really just going through the motions here. We are going to re-equip him. We are going to re-equip him with the bracer, so he's back to the main powerhouse I want him to be. And eventually, maybe I'll get another bracer for Rajoth and get rid of the defense as well, but, you know, who knows. Also, last time, one of the saving graces, by 1 hit point, you only need 1 hit point to progress to the next battle, we got Rajoth through with Rekko's armor. But we're going to switch back. Because, you know, Rekko deserves his armor. And plus, I took some of his defense away. There's no reason not to. So interesting. So, Lancers and Knights can both wear robes. I think that's very interesting. White robe, wizard robe. Yeah, so you could do some interesting things with these if you were trying. Not always the most optimal, but... Alright, that's going to do it for preparation. The next battle is... It can be a tough battle, so we'll see how it goes. It can be easy, or it can be tough. I don't 100% remember the best way to optimize this, so I'm just going to take the team that I look at and go, sure, let's take that. At the time, like, I'm just going to make a spot on guess as to what to bring. Okay. So we can only bring 4 people. And Rajoth has to be 1. Okay. We can do it by experience, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna need some hitters, I know that. Oh no, I should have changed Lucy Sovo. Ah, see, I didn't thoroughly look at every character, and I should have. If the Lucy Sovo has float on right now, I'd rather him have teleport. But maybe he'll have the range to do what I need him to do anyway. If not, I'm making a really big mistake by bringing him. But, we'll see. I'm gonna throw him on. I'm going to bring Rekko just because I think I might need the range. I might need somebody who could just get out there. And I guess Songnin. Songnin will probably have to play more of a support role. I mean, he's a main support character, so even his Oracle spells. But what I really mean is he's going to play probably more of a buff role again. Only because that's really what I need. But we'll see. We'll let the battle dictate what we're going to do. Roof of Riovanes Castle. Fool! This is what I get? Revenge for kindness? Why do you think you're even still alive today? Because of me! I took you out of the garbage, or did you forget that already? Revenge for kindness? You burned the village! You're the one who killed my parents! And you say it's revenge for kindness? No! It's justice! Ooh. Justice? How can you kill me? I'm your father. I raised you. I'd like to see you try and kill me. You can't. And do you know why? Because your body recalls the terror. Don't worry. That terror will gradually subside. Is that true? Is what you said true? You're turning on me too? You're both ingrates. I'll kill you! Stop it, Rafa! Malik! Malik, are you alright? Rafa, Malik! So, you're Rajah. Don't move. Rafa, if you want to help Malik, bring the stone here. Malik should have it. Find it! That's right. Bring it to me. Hurry. Gah! Can you hand me the stone? No. Give it to me. Rafa, watch out! They are not human. So you're Rajah, the heretic. I never really thanked you for doing me this favor. Thank you. I don't want to have to get rough like Vormov did. Please understand. Now, hand me the stone and I'll ask Vormov to return your sister. Where's Alma? Bring her back. Didn't you hear me? Give me the stone first. No, I won't. Are you abandoning her? I thought you came here to save her, knowing there'd be danger. Very well. I didn't want to get rough, but... Celia, lead, go ahead. That girl has the stone. Get it back. Conditions for winning. Protect Rafa. Okay. And that's one of the things that makes it a little difficult. Protecting people is very difficult. Protecting people against these people is really, really difficult. So he's a samurai. And he's going to have all the problems a samurai brings, which are many. A lot of problems. Celia. Whoa. Shadow Stitch. Nasty. 100%. Celia, level up. They're level 2 about our level. Oh. One-shotted. Look at this. So they're like ninjas, basically. Okay, who has the least HP? Celia, or lead. Love their portraits. Let's take a quick look at the unit list now that my guy is dead. And I can't revive him. Oh, this is the AT. Excuse me. That's important too. Raj out on the ground. Okay. Alright. We have Elmdor. He's the same compatibility as Rajah. So he's also gonna have the same sort of problems that Rajah can bring. Basically, he'll be good against all of our people except Rajah. He'll be normal. Arknight. Holy Knight who follows God's word. His sword spirit releases a spirit wave from within the sword. So he's a samurai, basically. He might have some other special things too, but that's what we know of. Sword Spirit, which I don't know everything it does have, apparently, at least samurai stuff. He also has Hamedo, which is terrifying. 2 hands. I don't know that he really needs that, but he's using that. And Ignore Height, so he can basically get wherever he wants. But he only has move 3, so thankfully he can't get far at a time. Yeah. Then we have Celia, who's basically like a ninja, but they call it Assassin. Savage warrior raised by assassins. Quickly kills his enemies with Use Hand. So Use Hand is this ability. Assassin Job Command. Amazing assassin skill. Assassination skill. Okay. So at least she only has counter tackle, but Use Hand obviously has some nasty stuff like Shadow Stitch. They can dual wield, which is clearly a problem. Katusha is actually a special item. I don't know if you can get it everywhere. Hairband that prevents abnormal status. 20 HP, and then a bunch of cancels. A lot of cancels. And then Lead. He's a Sagittarius. Oh, she's best against Rajah. So that's why she was doing so much damage to him. Okay. I don't remember if we have Leo. If we do, it'd be good to use it against her. And then same thing with the Assassin. She has Spell Edge, though, instead. I don't know how good that is in response. Obviously very strong. Sword that seals target's actions. Don't act. Ugh. She has a Barrett, or a Barrette, which we have as well. We have one of those. Lots of cancels. Well, this is terrifying. It's not what I want. Let's get a status. I want to check Libra. Okay, so we're sort of normal against her. I could do a lot of damage to her. What's her CT? Low. So I should be able to get a jump off on her. I'd love to steal some of their items, but you see how powerful they are? There's no way. So, Life Song probably isn't going to be the deal here. They are immune to a lot of things as well. So, I think maybe what I'll do is speed us up. That might be best. So we can get stuff off. And then get the frick away. Time Magic would be great, but that implies this battle's going to keep going for a very long time, which it's not. Leviathan will go after Elmdor. I don't want that. I want to go before them. I mean, I could target her. I don't really want to get close. I want to get farther away from them. They're so scary. I'd like to hit more than one person, but probably not likely. Silence, I don't know if that actually would help against them. So let's bust out a Titan. See how it goes. And then run. Like, just get away. Get away from them. Oh, but I gotta protect Rafa! I should have done something on her. Oh, Lord. She's probably wrecked. I'm probably lost. Hopefully nuking one of these people down is gonna be enough. Good damage. Great damage. Yeah! I see why Quecklane and Velius were beaten. Celia, lead. Retreat. Listen, Rajath. If you want our stone, come to Limberry Castle. We'll be waiting. Malik. Congratulations, this battle is complete. Well, so very scary. Could have gone very wrong, but I decided to say no. It just did what I knew would finish it. Obviously, they had great items. I would love to have taken them, but... Brother, look. It's dawn. Remember how we used to chat till dawn about things? I wanted to travel with you. We were going to go to the Gilfana's hometown after the war. Remember? Brother, say something. Alma. What's this? It's responding to Rafa's spirit? It grieves Malik's death. Uyghur's despair and resentment summon Velius. Then... You too grieve his death? Thank you. No, Rafa, it's... What? Brother! Malik! Rafa? Where am I? What happened? Brother! Brother! I'm so glad! That hurts, Rafa. Somebody called me. I don't know. I've never heard that voice. The voice said... Return to the ones with the right mind. The Zodiac Stone. Here? I didn't think God made the Holy Stones. But more evil. Well... Lucavi made them to land in this world. I guess it means whoever uses it will have to deal with the problem. Alma. Tired of the standstill, the Hokutan tried to capture Bethla garrison by mobilizing the knights at the front. So, they're now offering us some people. We get Rafa, assassin who controls the laws of nature, buries his enemies with the forbidden spell, Truth. I'll add to party. I always try to add these folks to party. It should have room. And Malik. Assassin who controls the laws of nature. His untruth has the opposite effect of the Heaven Knight's truth. Note how they're not very consistent in how they name stuff. Also note he's a Gemini, like Raja. Add to party. Looks like I won't have room. So I'd have to dismiss an old unit. Can't dismiss myself. And we'll get rid of a Chocobo. We're running out of room for people. The corpses were crushed by something real powerful. Was your sister one of them? No, she wasn't. She was in this castle, probably gone now. Only 3 shrine knights were here, no one else. I killed the one who turned into Lukavik. The other one, Islud, was dead also. That means that the third one took my sister away? Maybe they went back to the main church at Morand. They're following the High Priest's orders, right? Then the knight who took your sister must have gone to Morand. You think so? I doubt the High Priest knows the stone's secret. Wigurf didn't know the secret until he contracted Velius. And I think that Islud died fighting Lukavi. What do you mean? Secretly controlling the war to strengthen the church's power. I'm sure that's the High Priest's true ambition. But collecting the stones and using the Brave legend to use the people? You mean even the High Priest's being used? Who took your sister away? I believe it was Vormov. He's probably behind it. What are you going to do? I'm going to see Delita in Zeltenia. The one who replaced Baron Grims as leader of the Black Sheep Knights? Delita's being controlled by the church and the Shrine Knights. Does Delita know the truth about Vormov? Chapter 4. Somebody to Love. Zeltenia Castle. Welcome back, Father. Yes. How are you, Olan? Fine. How was the front? You know, it's really horrible. You have to keep an eye on your own men. My reputation is shot. Your reputation? What about Goltana's? Everyone says it's because of you that the other generals are still here. Pledging lifelong loyalty. That's the Orlandu way. Watch what you say. I'm sorry. I'll be careful from now on. Alright. What about the other matter? The crystal-like stone was found in Goog. Another was found by the late Cardinal at the end of the war. The Shrine Knights have been active, but we don't know their plans yet. What about the spy we sent to Morand? Unfortunately, we'd like some proof of the High Priest's plot and move into peace. They'll find out sooner or later. Then there will be real war. Woo! So a lot has happened. Wow. A lot has happened. It's almost overwhelming to think of everything that just happened. So, Malik and Rafa ended up turning against Duke Barrington because, well, Rafa had been turned against him. She knew what he was about and couldn't get over what he did to her. And Malik finally was able to get over his denial, especially hearing it a little bit from Barrington's mouth, and confront him about it. But then Barrington shoots him. Barrington is then killed by Elmdor, whom is clearly working with the Shrine Knights now, and has these 2 assassins with them. Rajov claims that they're not human, which means he's probably a stone carrier, and those 2 are stone carriers or hiding what they truly are. And they're very powerful. Obviously, the one woman assassin could just pick up Barrington and throw him. So she's clearly not just some woman or human. Yeah, so... And then before that, we had Vormov confronting Barrington. Vormov and Wigriff. Wigriff goes off and just slaughters everyone in the castle. Ormov takes out Barrington and his guard, and his own son, Islud, because he's not really Vormov anymore. Rajoth and party slay Wigriff and who he truly is, Velius. And then Vormov captures Alma, realizing she's something special to their plot. Apparently, people react to the stones. Certain people are meant for the stones. And I guess she's someone special for that. So, Vormov has captured her. Rajoth realizes this. Also, Rajoth now realizes this, talking to Malik and Rafa. Malik was brought back from the dead, or healed, by one of the stones. And so, you get this mismatched look at the stones. They're originally thought of as holy, and then they're looked at as evil once we really see what they're really doing with them. But then we see that they're not just evil, which really gives us the sense that the holy stones are really just magic stones. And they have a great power. And they can call something from the other side. But what they call is up to the person who uses it and their intentions. So that's a crazy bit of story. That's a lot of stuff that just happened. So overall, the High Priest plot is to get the main powers in Ivalice to war against each other, and then have the church kind of swoop in and take power. But the Shrine Knights of the church are also using that as a cover for their own personal war, where they are manipulating the High Priest and the war, and everyone to their ends. We don't know their ends, except that it seems like they're trying to do what happened denoted in days of old in the Germanic scriptures, where the Zodiac Braves, or the ones who use the stones, summoned demons. So, yeah. Now if we want to try to get Alma back, we need to confront, we need to get to Vormov, but we don't know where he's at. The leads we have are twofold. One, we need to try to find Delita to see if what he knows, and tell him, hey, you're being used, buddy. You're being used as a Shrine Knight. And see if he can maybe help us with something also. Hopefully. The other lead we have is from Elmdor. He said, come to Limberry. And going to Limberry, we can confront him and hopefully find out where our sister is. Now, is he really going to help us or tell us? Probably not. Sounds like a trap to me. So that doesn't sound like the play unless we absolutely have no choice. And that's kind of where we stand. Whew. We're in chapter 4 now. We'll do a quick bit before we end this episode and start another one. Let's take a look at the bar and see what rumors are going around. Welcome. Come in and relax. I don't know how much of these we've gone through, but let's take a look. Zodiac Brave story. Yeah, we've read this. We'll do this real quick. Crystals said to be made in a mythic era. With the Zodiac symbol carved on their surface, the crystal was known as the Zodiac Stone of the 12 Zodiac symbols. The stones are said to have holy powers used by the Zodiac Braves to work miracles. The last time they were seen was during Saint Ajora's time. No one has seen them since. Of course, we know that not to be true. We have the historical documents that aren't forged. We know that they're actually true in this timeline, in Ivalice, that those are fake. And these things exist, but we know they're more of like a magic stone that it depends on the user as to what they'll do. Future of the War 2. Suffering through the long stalemate, Larg's army began to mobilize. Over 80% of the knights in the front line were Hokutan when the march on Bethla began. Bethla was a strategic location for the invasion of Zeltenia. Occupying this area would mean an abundant food supply. This would either make or break the war effort for either side. So we're coming up to, they're assembling for a pivotal battle in the war at Bethla Garrison. Monster in Riovanes Castle. Wonder what that was. There was an incident of an attack by an unidentified monster at Lionel Castle, but now it has occurred again at Riovanes Castle, home of Duke Barrington. Victims of this incident are said to number over 500. The image of people's crushed heads are etched into the minds of those who saw it. Wow. So that's kind of where the story sits now and what the rumors are outside of, what we see. Let's take a look at the shop. We have okay funds, but I guarantee you they're probably too limited to get everything we want. But let's take a look if we could do a couple upgrades. Assassin dagger. I think that's new. Dagger used to assassinate. Oh, okay. Death sentence. Interesting. If it were higher power, this may be cool, but I don't think that works. Platinum swords. We don't have that yet. We also don't really have anybody who can use it yet. No equips on these. So one thing I might do is maybe sell one of these diamond swords. I think there's only 2 people that are going to be able to use these knight swords going forward. Shiny Sword of Platinum and Mithril. The wide edge cuts extremely well. Attack power 12, evade 10%. It's pretty good. There's only 2 people that are going to really be able to use these swords. That's going to be Rajoth and Lord Iron Fist soon. But it's hard for me to change from from Rajoth's Blood Sword because that ability is so good. But at a point, the power is going to run out. Look, this is 12. I think the Blood Sword's like 8. Even the Diamond Sword's at like 10. So it's really hard to justify. I might grab one of these. Oh, Ice Brand. I didn't see that. Sword is clear as ice. So this is really good because it has Ice Elemental and it can sometimes cast magic, Ice too. But the only problem with that is if somebody's not weak against ice or strong against ice or absorbs it, this won't help. This would be worse. So we'll look at that. Circlets are good. We're going to want those. They sell anything else here? Nope. Just heavy stuff. Carabini Mail. So Platina Armor was the last one, but now we have Carabini Mail. Thick Mithril Armor. This can endure extreme impact. Plus 100 HP. 90 for the Platina. So pretty good. Pretty good. And then we have Sprint Shoes. Expensive brand name shoes. Yeah, these aren't new. Let's see if we have anything new. The Bracer we still want to get. Plus 3 power is really good. Plus 2 magic on the Magic Gauntlet's really good. Gotta be hard to argue against as well. Let's take a look at the Angel Ring. That's new. 20 grand. Ring receives divine protection from an angel. Cancel dead, darkness. Always re-raise. Woo! So you can't be blinded or auto-killed. You have to be killed via HP death, and then it grants you re-raise. This looks really good. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. And then everything else looks like the same. So the Angel Ring's the newest one. That's so good. And then we have items, which, you know, we're not really using. Let's sell a couple things. We are not going to be able to use our X Potion, so we're going to sell it, get some money. Same with that. And that's about it. Do we have an abundance of any of these? We could sell Leather Mantle, just a couple bucks. I'll take it. Yeah, I mean, we could probably get rid of some of these, but I'm going to hold on to them. Any really old stuff that in abundance? These are really good. It's sort of hard to argue with getting rid of them, but eventually we probably will. Good hats. So we have that barrette that she had. The problem with it is... The problem with our barrette is it's an actual headpiece. They were cheating and had it as an accessory. Because, you know, it's a game. So they can do that. That would make this a little more useful for us. But as it stands, plus 20 HP is just too low. You know, things like the Black Hood give 72, 80, and then plus 50. I mean, these are really hard to say, like, oh, let's go with the plus 20. But it cancels all the status. That's great, but I need HP so bad. I guess we can maybe get rid of a Holy Mitre? Yeah, okay. We'll sell one. And then weapons. Weapons are hard to get rid of because we can start throwing these at a point. Shields, maybe. Shields we might be able to get rid of. That might work. But, not really. Okay. Actually, let's go to the fitting room and see what the game says. Like, oh, also, look, we have, Rajoth has changed his appearance again. He's now in, aqua or teal color. And, fully armored, I guess. Very interesting what they want him to do. I would do this, but I wouldn't take the... Morning Star. Nice as that probably could be. At the same time, they cause problems. And look at that, the Blood Sword 8 power is really keeping him weak. So I'm gonna have to consider not using that. If I do keep using it, it's to keep him as a tank. Like, he's a pure tank at this point. Run him into stuff and try to get them to not ignore him. Or, I could get him a Bracer, and that might make up for it a bit. And then he's still pretty tanky, because he can just keep healing. He's got a lot of HP. This is really good. I mean, 331 HP is hard to argue with. I wonder... Oh, I didn't actually want to quit, though. Get rid of that. I wonder if it might be better at some point to maybe try a robe on him to give him magic to make his mediator skill better, but that usually only does a small percentage, so... this is not a place for wizards of any kind, basically, so... Let's see if we can afford all this armor. 10 HP? Hey, look, we demonstrated the last fight, every bit is really helping. Can't really help all them. The Morning Stars are great, but the problem with the Morning Stars, it does variable damage. That would reduce her power by 5 on that. Adding Death Sentence would be great, it's like a little peripheral thing, but the problem is I could just do sheer damage with 2 ninja swords, so it's really hard for me to justify that. I doubt they have... They're really only going to have heavy stuff here. I would love to play a run where I actually play with, like, axes and maybe even Morning Stars. Have, like, a barbarian who uses them. That'd be fun. Can I afford all this? No, clearly not. I don't know who to get rid of stuff on, like... Let's see what we can sell. I need 13 grand. Oh, no, not equip. Sell stuff. That's worth a lot. That is not worth a lot. I would love to sell this. Look at that money. I hate to do it, but I am going to sell it because I need the money. And throwing it would be nice sometime, but again, I need the money. Same with the diamond sword. I bought these. It ended up being kind of a waste. And if I sell one of my ninja knives, I think that'll put us over. Nope. How much are we missing? Not much. And then I still have other stuff to try to equip people with, like my mages. I mean, these guys are kind of doing okay. Maybe I shouldn't go for all this stuff. They both do 100. I don't know how much each costs. Oh, the helmet is cheaper, so we get more out of the helmet. So let's do the helmet. I'll upgrade him, because he needs every bit he can get, because he's more offensive. I mean, this would leave us at 11 grand. It's not much to go off of, though. Unfortunately, I think my mages need the best equipment possible at this point. So, I'm going to save some money and try to go get some mage gear. Ooh. Off camera, I might end up doing some fights to get some money. To be able to take care of this stuff. I don't know the next best place to go. Maybe Yardo Fort City? I don't remember where they had magic equipment and like ninja equipment and stuff. We could try here. So I'm gonna try that real quick. Oh yay, okay. They have some now looks like not a lot of upgrades. Well, let's see if we can afford better stuff for the people we have. If this is better. Cancel silence, plus 80, plus 50. Now, he won't be able to wear this as a knight, nor will he be able to really wear the Holy Mitre. So these are unfortunate, so maybe I shouldn't even bother with those with him. He will be able to wear the black robe, which will be helpful. So one thing I might end up having to do with him later is either... I could take this off, but the defense would be good as a knight. But I might keep it for the +1 magic. I mean, he's going to need every bit he can get. It's going to be tough. That's going to be hard equipping him later. This gives him magic power as well. But it gives him a lot, really. and it's hard to argue. It's +1 magic, 20 MP, 64 HP. I guess this is better than the +1 magic, so I will give this to him. He's already got one, and she's got one. He's been using a wizard robe just to give him the extra power. I could give him a black robe, which would give him more stuff, and give him better Ramu, Shiva, and Ifrit summoning. So maybe we'd get more out of our weaker summons, right? But our overall power would go down. +2, we lose +2 magic. Very hard to think about. So, honestly, I feel like I gotta keep him with that. I mean, Earth Clothes are nice, but not enough MP. Yeah, I think they're sort of where they're at. We like the wizard staff. It's kind of as good as he's gonna get with that. Yeah. And they don't sell ninja stuff. They probably got all the same stuff for that anyway, so... Okay. And I guess what we can... Oh, not equip. I guess we could sell one of our holy miters now that we got rid of one. Yeah, it's fine. They're really good, actually, but we gotta transition a little bit. Alright. Ooh, well. 12k, here you go. Yeah, so we're running on fumes with money, and we're having to make some sacrifices. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so I think that's gonna do for this episode. It was a big story episode. The fighting wasn't as much. I know people probably like the fighting more than anything. Sorry about that. We're gonna cut it here, make it an episode, and in the next episode, we'll start Chapter 4 in earnest. That's really gonna do it. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye!